President Donald Trump says that a deal is in sight to end the dispute over Greenland. The US president also seemed to back down from his threats to take over Greenland by force and impose tariffs on allies. The softening of tone by President Trump came after he held talks with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte in Davos. The meeting came hours after Donald Trump addressed the World Economic Forum in Davos and demanded immediate talks to discuss the acquisition of Greenland by the United States. But after meeting Rutte, the US president took the Truth Social and announced a framework deal for the entire Arctic region. He posted that an agreement had been reached upon to hold discussions to benefit all NATO nations. In his post, Trump said that he will not impose his proposed tariffs against 8 nations and also indicated that discussions would include his desire for what he called a Golden Dome missile defense system over the region. Later, he even told reporters that it would also cover critical minerals. Take a listen in to what he had to say.
It's a deal that people jumped at. Really fantastic for the USA. Gets everything we wanted, including especially real national security and international security.
How so? Does it still include the United States having ownership of Greenland like you've said you wanted?
It's a long-term deal. It's the ultimate long-term deal. And I think it puts everybody in a really good position, especially as it pertains to security and minerals and everything else.
Well, earlier addressing Davos for the first time in 6 years, Trump had struck a much harsher tone where he had reiterated his desire for Greenland and claimed that all he's asking for is a piece of ice that can play a vital role in world peace and world protection. Trump also called Denmark ungrateful but appeared to take the threat of military action off the table.
We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made because people thought I would use force. I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force. All the United States is asking for is a place called Greenland.
Rutte said that much work remained on Greenland matter and later said that he did not even discuss the issue of Danish sovereignty over Greenland in his meet with President Donald Trump.
That issue did not come up anymore in my conversations tonight with the President. We very much focused on what do we need to do to make sure that that huge Arctic region, where change is taking place at the moment, where the Chinese and Russians are more and more active, how we can protect that. That was really the focus of our discussions.
NATO spokesperson Alison Hart said that Denmark, Greenland and the United States will negotiate on ensuring that Russia and China never gain a foothold in Greenland. Denmark also welcomed the latest developments, saying that Trump has sent positive signals by saying that he would not use military force to seize Greenland. Additionally, while speaking about Trump's speech at the forum, the Danish foreign minister stressed that the US president has not backed away from his threat to seize the Arctic territory.
What was quite clear after this speech is that the president's ambition is intact. Of course, it is positive in isolation that it is said that he will not use military force. Of course, that has to be noted.
Meanwhile, the Danish defense minister expressed hope that United States will participate in future NATO exercises in the Arctic.
President Donald Trump said he won't use force to take Greenland, but described this Arctic island as a strategic piece of ice that he must control. Greenlanders we've spoken to think Trump is dismissing them as a people, and they are afraid of his threats. Greenlanders are also confused about why Trump wants to own their island. Trump says he must control Greenland to boost American security, but Greenlanders point to the fact he has a defense agreement with Denmark under which he can increase the US's military presence here.